Hello and welcome back to Shulchan Aruch HaRav. We continue in Hilchos, Netilas, Yadaim, Siman, Kuf Samach, and we pick it up with Sif Tezvav. Yesh Yomrim, there are those that say, She'ein Netilas Yadaim el b'mayim, v'lei b'shar mashkim, and not with, only with water and not with any other liquid, or may Paris, or like fruit juice, if you should also Netilas Yadaim l'chulin ketvila truma, because we equate washing one's hands for regular food for the to the immersion that's required for eating truma. You can't immerse in anything but water in a mikvah. Even water that doesn't look like water is invalid. Certainly other liquids that are not even water or pears or fruit juice. Or even white wine which looks like water. Nevertheless, if we're concerned about the color of the water, then for sure on the actual liquid that's being used, we would have to use water. But there are those that are lenient and say you could use kol mei pears and Netilas Yadayim, any kind of fruit juice for washing your hands for eating. Because we only possible liquids, water that has changed its color. But fruit juice, which stays the same color, it's considered water in this opinion. Nikra may pears. It's called the water of fruits. That's the literal translation for fruit juice. May pears, the water of fruit. About biyayin, when we're talking about wine, I feel lovin, even white wine, ain nightlin boy. You cannot wash using wine, bain chai, bain mozug, but mine, whether that is raw wine right out of the vat, or whether it's out of the bottle that's been watered down. She'ein shem maim olav cloud. That is not considered water at all. The ein sarich leimer, and certainly bashem and devash, you can't use oil or honey. Sha'enim menakim, they don't cleanse. Avamei devash, but water from honey, shekar med, which is called mead, ushechar or beer. You could use those to wash your hands. Shaharei ikr mayim, the main part of those liquids is water. Even though they don't look like water, that doesn't matter because the change has improved the liquid. Some say you can actually, use wine for washing, whether it's raw wine out of the vat, whether it's been watered down in water. Rather, ideally, you shouldn't do this in Shinistana Le'ilui, that because you should not disrespect a significant beverage that has been improved by the change that you made to it, to the extent that it's actually got its own bracha, right? And it's the only liquid that has its own special bracha. Other fruit juices, you are allowed to wash with them if you don't have any water. Siman Kuf Ayin Aleph, which we explain later, Kuf Pei But the Eved, so you should be using wine. But after the fact, if you did it already, if you wash your hands in wine, I feel Yadaim, even if it's red wine, that your hands are considered clean for the purpose of eating. If it's an emergency, that you could rely on this lenient opinion because it's a rabbinic requirement, and you could use fruit juice to wash your hands, ushechar or beer, umei devash or mead, honey water, even lechatchila, and according to this opinion, who's lenient, ubiyan b'di eved, you could use wine b'di eved. Have a great day.